Something very important has just happened, and many Nigerians are reacting strongly to it. This latest development is raising serious questions across the country. Good day, my great subscribers, Igbos, freedom lovers, and Biafra supporters all over the world. Thank you for joining me again. Please watch this update carefully, share this video so more people can hear about it, and tell me what you think in the comment section. A major political storm is building again around the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, widely known as IPOB. This time, the voice raising serious concerns is not just any politician. It is Victor Umeh, a sitting senator representing Anambra Central in the 10th National Assembly. And what he said is already shaking conversations across the country. Senator Victor Umeh openly criticized the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, accusing it of playing politics with the case of Nnamdi Kanu and the larger issue affecting the Igbo people. For many Nigerians, this statement did not come as a small political comment. It came as a direct challenge to the federal government. Victor Umeh is not new to Nigerian politics. For many years, he has been one of the most known political voices in the southeast. Before becoming a senator, he served as the national chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, a political party that has strong support in the region. Because of his long political experience and influence, his words are not taken lightly. When a sitting senator publicly criticizes the federal government on a matter as sensitive as the Nnamdi Kanu case, it quickly attracts national attention. Across political circles, many people are now discussing what exactly pushed the senator to speak out in such strong terms. To understand why this issue is gaining so much attention again, it is important to look at the recent development in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. On the 20th of November, a court decision sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment after a long and complicated legal battle that has lasted for years. The judgment immediately became one of the most talked about legal decisions in Nigeria. Supporters of Nnamdi Kanu reacted with shock and anger, saying the sentence was too harsh and unfair. Others, however, argued that the court only followed the law and that the judgment should be respected. Shortly after the sentencing, another development added to the tension. Nnamdi Kanu was moved to Sokoto prison, a correctional facility located in the northern part of Nigeria, far away from the southeast region where he has many supporters. That decision quickly raised fresh debate. Many people in the southeast began asking why he was moved such a long distance away from his home region. For some observers, the relocation created the feeling that the case was becoming more complicated than it already was. But the legal battle did not stop with the life sentence. Soon after the judgment, Nnamdi Kanu personally filed an appeal at the Court of Appeal in Nigeria. In that appeal, he asked the higher court to carefully review the judgment that sentenced him to life imprisonment. The appeal is now moving through the Nigerian legal system, and it has become one of the most closely watched cases in the country. Legal experts, political observers, and ordinary Nigerians are all waiting to see how the appeal court will handle the matter. But while the legal process continues inside the courtroom, political voices are now getting louder outside the courtroom. And that is exactly where Senator Victor Umeh has stepped into the conversation. According to him, the way the Nnamdi Kanu issue is being handled by the federal government raises serious political questions. He believes the situation is no longer just about law and court procedures. Instead, he argues that the case is beginning to look like a political matter that is affecting the relationship between the federal government and many people in the southeast. His criticism has therefore opened a wider national conversation. Because when a senior political figure says the government is playing politics with such a sensitive issue, it immediately creates concern about what might happen next. And that is why the statement from Senator Victor Umeh has quickly become a major topic in Nigeria's political discussion. Senator Victor Umeh did not hold back his words. In his criticism of the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he warned that the continued handling of the case involving Nnamdi Kanu is creating a strong feeling among many people in the southeast that their concerns are not being taken seriously. According to the senator, The issue has gone beyond a simple legal dispute. He said the situation now touches on deeper political and emotional questions within the country. Victor Umeh explained that many people in the region see the case as a symbol of a larger struggle for fairness and equal treatment in Nigeria. For years, the name Nnamdi Kanu has remained at the center of national debate. The activities of the indigenous people of Biafra have created both strong support and strong criticism across the country. Some Nigerians believe Kanu represents the voice of a group demanding greater recognition and justice for the Southeast. Others believe the activities connected to IPOB created security concerns that required a strong response from the government. Because of these opposing views, the issue has always remained sensitive. Victor Umeh said leaders must be careful when dealing with matters that already carry strong emotions among citizens. He warned that actions taken by the government must not give the impression that political interests are being placed above national unity. The senator also pointed out that many respected leaders and groups in the Southeast have repeatedly called for dialogue instead of prolonged legal battles. According to him, resolving the situation through political understanding and careful discussion could help calm the rising tension in the region. He explained that ignoring the emotional side of the issue may only make the situation more complicated. Many observers say the senator's comments reflect a growing concern among political leaders from the Southeast. Over the years, different voices from the region have quietly expressed worries about how the Nnamdi Kanu case is affecting public opinion. Although some leaders prefer to speak cautiously, the frustration among many supporters in the region has remained visible. The sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment on the 20th of November intensified that frustration. For many people who followed the case closely, the judgment came as a major turning point. Supporters of Kanu quickly began calling for intervention from political leaders, traditional rulers, and religious figures who might help reduce the tension. At the same time, the federal government has continued to maintain that legal institutions must be allowed to perform their duties without interference. Officials insist that the case should remain strictly within the legal system. This difference in perspective is exactly what has created the current political debate. Victor Umeh believes that allowing the situation to remain unresolved for too long could deepen feelings of alienation in the Southeast. He stressed that Nigeria's strength depends on trust between the government and its citizens. When that trust begins to weaken, political stability can also begin to weaken. The senator therefore urged the government to think carefully about the broader impact of the situation. According to him, the issue should not be treated only as a courtroom matter but also as a national matter that affects unity and public confidence. While these political concerns continue to grow, the legal process surrounding Nnamdi Kanu is still moving forward. The appeal filed by Kanu is now before the Court of Appeal, where judges will carefully examine the arguments presented by both sides. Legal analysts say the appeal process may take time because of the complexity of the case and the importance of the issues involved. For now, Nigerians across different regions are closely following every development. Many people are waiting to see whether the appeal court will uphold the life sentence or reach a different conclusion. Whatever the outcome may be, it is already clear that the case has become one of the most politically sensitive matters in the country today. As the legal process continues, the political impact of the case involving Nnamdi Kanu is spreading far beyond the courtroom. Across many parts of Nigeria, especially in the Southeast, the issue has become more than just a legal matter. It has turned into a serious political discussion that touches on identity, fairness, and the relationship between citizens and the federal government. The strong comments made by Senator Victor Umeh have now added even more attention to the national debate. Many political observers say his statement reflects a deeper concern that has existed quietly among leaders in the region for some time. The Southeast has for years expressed concerns about political inclusion and representation at the national level. Because of that background, any issue connected to the region quickly carries emotional and political weight. The case of Nnamdi Kanu therefore sits at the center of a very sensitive national conversation. While some Nigerians believe the government must maintain a firm legal position, Others believe the matter requires a more careful political solution that can reduce tension. This difference in opinion continues to shape the national debate. Supporters of Kanu argue that his situation represents the frustrations of many young people in the southeast who feel their voices are not being fully heard. They believe that continuing the legal battle without broader dialogue may increase anger among some groups. On the other hand, supporters of the federal government argue that every country must protect its laws and institutions. They believe allowing the legal process to continue without interference is the right approach. These two positions now stand on opposite sides of the same national issue. This is exactly why the statement made by Victor Umeh has become so significant. By openly accusing the government of playing politics with the matter, he has pushed the discussion into a new phase. Political leaders, civil society groups, and legal experts are now discussing what the long-term effects of this situation may be. At the center of everything is the appeal that has already been filed by Nnamdi Kanu. After receiving a life imprisonment sentence on the 20th of November, Kanu decided to challenge the judgment through Nigeria's legal system. His legal team submitted an appeal asking the Court of Appeal to carefully examine the decision and determine whether the ruling should remain or be reconsidered. Legal analysts say the appeal stage is a critical moment in any major case. The Court of Appeal has the authority to review the legal arguments presented during the earlier trial and determine whether the judgment followed the correct legal process. Because of the importance of this case, many Nigerians are paying close attention to every step taken by the court. Whatever decision the appeal court eventually makes could have wide political and social effects across the country. If the court decides to review or overturn the life sentence, it may open the door for a new national conversation about how the issue should be handled moving forward. If the court decides to uphold the sentence, the political debate surrounding the matter may grow even stronger. For the federal government led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the situation remains delicate. Balancing legal responsibility, national security, and political stability is never simple. Every decision taken by the government on this matter will continue to be watched closely both inside Nigeria and internationally. The southeast region remains particularly sensitive to developments in the case. Community leaders, political figures, and ordinary citizens are all paying attention to what happens next. Many people believe the final outcome of the appeal could influence political discussions in the region for years to come. It could affect public trust, regional relationships, and even future political alignments within the country. For now, the legal process continues, and the country waits. The statement from Victor Umeh has ensured that the political conversation will not disappear anytime soon. Instead, it has placed the issue back at the center of Nigeria's national discussion. As the appeal moves forward and political voices continue to speak out, Nigerians across different regions are watching carefully. They are watching the courts, they are watching the government, and they are watching their political leaders. Because the final outcome of the Nnamdi Kanu case will not only shape one legal decision. It may also shape how many citizens view justice, leadership, and national unity in the years ahead.